finally, we're going to look at actually now how you can see my FCB 1010 controller is actually controlling sounds in main stage. Now this last little bit is a bit weird because you think that a lot of it would work kind of naturally and straightforward, but yeah, the whole point of main stage is that you can just set up any patch you want, any sound you want, and assign it to any control you want. I mean, that's the whole point of it. It's like totally flexible. You can build any, if you like, effects box or whatever you like. I mean, there's people on YouTube who are doing all sorts of exciting stuff with this. I mean, I'm just showing you the real basics. But if you're just like me and you don't like complication, this is a good little kind of, hopefully you're finding these videos useful anyway. Look, I'm just going to delete my British Invasion clean here. You'll see that I'm in edit mode still. I'm going to delete that, right? And for no other reason, I just want to show you how you import new sounds into your concert once you've done it. So the first thing you do if you want to put new patches in is you hit this plus button. And it tells you, well, that's an untitled patch. Now, you've got a number of options here. You can either just rename that patch and actually physically go into the sound itself and kind of start to edit it, and I'll show you that in a second. That's in perform mode. Or you can just select one from here. So let's just select one. We'll select Boutique Modern. There we go. So it's brought up Boutique Modern. Now this is a bit weird because it's assigned something already, if you notice that. Look, phase 2. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't know why it does that. I think it's because it's the dominant sound, dominant pedal, if you like, in the sound, if you like, the character signature aspect of the sound. But I could be wrong because actually, as I've found, when you add more patches, it doesn't necessarily always do it on every one. But look, it doesn't really matter, guys, because you can actually change that if you like. It's really not an issue. You can see that this is quite a hefty patch because my CPU load's already gone up to about 38%, which is cool. I don't mind that. But we're going to hear this sound now. So let's turn the master back up. If you want to just be quick, you can just hold down Alt and click it, and it will go straight to Unity. And you'll see that I've got no sound again. And the reason for that is every time you launch a new patch, it's going to adjust your input back by default to input 1. So you might want to set your guitar up on input 1 and be sensible rather than being a git like me and putting it on channel 13. But anyway, a tip is to just select change all in the drop down menu, and no matter how many patches you've got in there, if you select change all and go to your input, it will automatically change all of the patches to your input that you want. And now I have my guitar back. Very big, okay? Big sound, big old sound. Let's put a few more patches in, shall we? Ba-bum, 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 bum, bum. There we go. So we've got about 5 more patches in there. Let's just assign those to some stuff. Let's have a clean stereo chorus. What does that sound like? Okay, well, we've got to assign the input again, haven't we, on that? Dublin delay. We'll have a brown tone rock, bit of Rolling Stones, and we'll have an AT Session Cat. And remember, because I've put a load of new patches in, I need to just go back into my input again, change all. Excuse me, to input 13. It's there. Lovely. Let's just turn the master down again because I don't want all that noise at the moment. Right, so we now know that these sounds are all working. Look, they're all on, oh dear, no they're not. They're all on input 13 now. I obviously didn't select the right input drop down there. So they're all on input 13. Now, that means I've got sound coming into all of them, and I'm just going to literally select one and show you how you assign it and how you change it. Now, we're still in edit mode, and actually you can see I mentioned earlier you had to go into perform mode to do this, so that was a little mistake, guys. Actually, it's not, it's edit mode. You can do it here. So, and I've got phase 2 at the moment on pedal 1. Let's just launch pedal board. Here we go. Fantastic. And you can see that phase 2 is over there, look. And at the moment it's just defaulting on pedal 1. So if I hit my FCB 1010, you can see that the light comes on. So we know that that is talking. Fantastic. Great. And it seems to do it by default. Let's go on to clean stereo chorus. And you can see that the robo flanger on clean stereo chorus seems to be the main dominant pedal. Robo flanger. Ready? There we go. There's robo flanger. The light's coming on. I'm pressing button 1 on my FCB 1010 at the moment, by the way, if you hadn't guessed. Fantastic. So we know that button 1 is talking to main stage now. Except that, see these ones, they've still got exclamation marks around them, and that's because they're not actually assigned to anything at concert level. Look, they're only designed there to be assigned at patch level, and so we need to go and assign those in the patch. So let's go back into Boutique Modern Pedal Board again. And okay, I've got phase 2 on pedal 1. I want to put Deluxe Overdrive Double Dragon on pedal 2. So I'm just going to move him out off screen for a second. I'm going to go to pedal 2. I'm going to go to guitar, and I'm going to scroll down until I get to pedal board, and then you'll see that it's there. Look, Double Dragon. I'm going to select Double Dragon, and I'm going to hit pedal state. And pedal state, basically, let's just move our little Double Dragon back in on screen, relates to the actual on-off button of the pedal here in pedal board. Ready? There we go. Button 2 on the FCB 1010 is switching on and off Double Dragon. Thank you very much. That's working brilliant. And just for sheer posterity, we're going to assign the 3rd button to the Monster Fuzz there in the middle. Right, okay, here we go. Boom. We're going to go to guitar. We're going to go down to pedal board, Monster Fuzz, pedal state. I'll just bring that back in. Let's see, yeah, you can just about see it on the edge of screen there. This is button 3 on the FCB 1010, and the light's coming on. Loving it. Right, so what we now have, let's just put this to the test. If we bring our master volume back up. Okay, we've got ourselves a nice little basic guitar sound there. We can switch the phase on or off. We can switch the we've got the drive, and we've got another drive over here. Extremely loud, but there we go. And we've got our basic clean sound as well, so that's good. Everything seems to be working there, and of course you can actually put more than one pedal on at the same time. Boom, boom. A super duper big sound, right? Okay, there we go. Let's just put the guitar down. So, and I think we'll stop this video here because I've shown you the basics there, how to assign the sound. In the final video, I'm going to just take a slightly more expansive view and show you a couple of tricks.